there anything on your mind, Hadrig?
Do you think Cardium is under attack as well?
Yes.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. The Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either. What's that noise?
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirgist.
You mean you're ready to tell your version of the truth?
Dirge's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then you're finally ready to tell me if you are a god?
You ask, who's to blame for this doom?
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
You did what you could.
Spend wisely. Browsing's free. For now. At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though. Will it?
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Please, I can't do this anymore.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. Must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
Cormac, you seem troubled.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
An honorable man who dedicated himself to a cause he believed righteous.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it. It is good to fight with you again.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
Each day, I feel the weight of every crusader who has borne my name. So I think I understand your burden.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You do not know why your sisters died. That is why they stay with you.
The Prophet has foreseen our victory. I will use this.
I hope you're not my last customer.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
What the hell is going on out there?
Someone came for me. After all this time.
A cranky blacksmith named Hadrig was complaining about the noise.
Bloody miracle! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Come with me. It's safe. And we've still got a little food.
Why would the angels do this to us?
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Brycen. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. You're stuck with him now.
He is. I'm going to repay Hadrig by helping him with his work.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
I've heard of the Horodrim, but I thought they were long gone.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How did it happen?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Well, however he came to his madness, he's got to be put down. Death is meant to free our souls, not devour them. This sliver of the Black Soul Stone will reveal Malthael's plan to you?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.